Hello, Back to the Future fans. This is J.A.R. 369. Welcome back for another figure review. Today, I'll be taking a look at the NECA Back to the Future Doc Brown, made by NECA, of course. Take a look at the packaging here. The packaging is just standard NECA Ultimate packaging, but you can see there's like some sort of a messy desk on Doc Brown's desk. You can see like the wrench, the goggles, the save the clock tower paper, a pencil, his lab coat, his helmet that he answers the door to Marty in 1955, the pin, the watch, and the flux capacitor paper. And there's like a newspaper saying local farmer claims space zombie wrecked his barn. Man, that sounded crazy. Which it did happen in the movie, actually. Yeah, very different from the other NECA Back to the Future figures. Like, some of them might have like a movie poster, like Marty in Part 2, Marty and Biff might have like the book, and also the hazmat suit Marty has like the Tales from Space comic cover, while Doc's has like some sort of a messy desk. I'm not sure what we'll do with the NECA 2015 Doc Brown that is coming soon, which I'm very excited for that one. On the side here, you got the Back to the Future logo right there. Ultimate Doc Brown, the DeLorean driving off. And on the back, there's some images of the figure. And there's a little read-up bio about the film. Go ahead, pause the video if you want to read it. And there's some other figures from this line, like the 1985 Marty McFly, the hazmat suit Marty McFly, or Tales from Space Marty that I did review a couple months ago. Marty McFly, the 2015 version, and Biff Tannen from 1955. And I heard NECA's teasing his grandson, Griff. Oh boy, I'm so excited for that figure to come out, Griff Tannen. I'm pretty sure that NECA's going to release an Old Man Biff. I mean, come on, we'll love to see an Old Man action figure in the Back to the Future line. Once you open the flap here, you can see the image of the figure, and you can see the figure in the window with his accessories. So anyway, that's about it for this packaging. Let's release Doc out of the package. Here we got Doc Brown out of the package. Let's take a look at the figure, starting off with the head sculpt. The head likeness to Christopher Lloyd, yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But he gave me some of that crazy serial killer eyes he gives me on this figure. Man, look at that. And you can see that little bruise here that he hurt his head on from the sink. And you got the crazy hair down him. Well, because of Doc Brown's crazy hair. Yeah, the hair looks really not too bad. Very well sculpted. And I really like the sculpted bandages on his head there. Take a look at the outfit here. Now, this outfit is pretty much the one from the finale of Back to the Future Part 1. And also later, wear the same outfit in Back to the Future Part 2 and Back to the Future Part 3. The opening where he's still wearing the outfit after he's been unconscious. Well, after he fainted when Marty came back from the future. But the outfit still looks good. Like the little, you can see he's wearing this, some sort of a, I don't know, you can see some printings on the shirt there. And you can see like the little black collar there with the little sculpted button there. You can see the collar on his neck as well. Now take a look at the trench coat that he wore. You can see some sculpted buttons and some buttonholes on there. And some pockets on each side. You can see the little stitching seam line on there sculpted in. Same thing with the flaps and the little buttons on each side of the sleeves. And you can see he's wearing the gloves. And you can see some of the sleeves from his shirt that he wore. And you can see some of the brown pants he wore. Some nice texturing to it. And you can see a little bit of sculpted fly there. And there's like a little torn on his pants there. And you can see the socks underneath it on the pants. Take a look at the shoes. You get those little classic Velcro. Well, they're not Velcro. There's like, well, you know, some straps. And then like the normal belt. On the left, well, both shoes have like the little painted silver on there because it's a buckle. I gotta admit, I'm not sure if Doc Brown invented it himself on the before Velcro shoes or something like that. But it's a really not bad idea. I wish different shoe companies just copy Doc Brown's shoes because I'm having trouble tying my own shoes. And there's some lower white stuff on the foot stuff here. And on the bottom, no legal stuff. Hooray! And 2 pegels in the bottom feet for your NECA stand. It has some texturings on there as well. Overall for the figure, it's not too bad. I really do love this figure. For articulation, there's some rotation at the head here. And also a ball joint. That means it goes side to side, up and down. Let's take off the head just in case. There's some rotation at the neck here. A little ball joint as well. The arms do go fully rotate. It does go in and out. Double jointed elbows. The upper elbows rotate and the lower does rotate. Wrists do rotate and hinge side to side. I'm not sure there's some waist rotation. A little ball joint as well. Legs kick forward and back, in and out. Upper leg rotation. You can hear the squeaky noise, so be careful. Bend at the knees. Rotate at the knees. There's some rotation at the ankles. And the ankles do pivot forward and back. And ankle pivot side to side. Oh yeah. Shartimus Prime loves that ankle pivot. Overall for the articulation, not bad for articulation. For NECA, well, it's just the usual Ultimates articulation. But you can still make great posabilities with this figure. Well, I'm not sure if you want to make any posabilities with this figure because, well, Doc Brown, you know Doc. For accessories, he does come with other accessories, like he does come with this wrench here, which you can actually put on the open hand to hold on his accessory. Like so. So you might be careful with this accessory because it's mad fragile. You actually raise his hand like that. Now you got Doc Brown going crazy, ready to attack Marty with it. Yeah, I just feel like the eyes are a bit weird on me. A bit creepy, which I'm not going to display him with him. Well, I mean like put him back in the box. And he does come with the alternate screaming head with a little bit of bruise on here. Which I thought was pretty funny with that head. And also, speaking of, he does come with his goggles. You can actually like put on the crazy looking Doc head, or you can actually put on the screaming Doc head. Hold on, let me do this off camera. Do. And there you go. You can have him recreate that scene from the middle of the final film. Well, in the middle of the film where he tells Marty to test out like about the DeLorean. Hold on, let me do this off camera again for the straps. And there we go. So all you do is you pop the head off here like so, and you replace the come on. There we go. You can have him display him with the goggles up, screaming while the DeLorean's on fire. But I'm not gonna display him with the goggles. I might display him with the screaming head, but without the goggles, because I think it's a bit inaccurate to the movie where Doc, you know, his outfit is not the same outfit that he uses in the film, only in the finale. Let's just say might display him with the screaming face without the goggles, make him think like the reason why he screamed because the plug just unplugged and he needs to go down there from the clock tower to the come on. Yeah, the head's a bit stiff, so I suggest you using the hair dryer to put the head back on, like so. Hold on, let me do this off camera. And come on. Come. There we go. I think it stood on very well. And here we got dog screaming. Yeah, I might display him with that. Very goofy looking head. He does came with a few ungloved hands with a little watch sculpted on, which is not too bad. I might display him without the gloved hands or gloved hands, whatever I feel like displaying him with, like so. There we go. Now you can have him like screaming in terror after the wire just unplugged. Very hilarious looking. Also, he does come with a few papers like the paper of the flux capacitor that you can actually have this like gloved hand holding on like so, or the letter that Marty made before he goes back to the future, which also holds on perfectly on the left hand like so. And finally, he does come with a blueprints for his house. Very neat printing on the papers, on each papers. Even though they're made of real paper, so I might be careful touring them. For this one, looks not too bad. Yeah, they like the prints on this actually looks like a real, blueprint paper. Overall, for this figure, I gotta admit, it's really not too bad looking of a figure. The accessories are a bit quite interesting, like the ranch accessory and all that. I like the gloved hands that you can actually hold on the accessories. But the alternate non-gloved hands, well, you can actually pose them around screaming and terror. The head sculpt, the likenesses to Christopher Lloyd on each head are not too bad, but they're pretty goofy looking. Well, this head looks like a serial killer look, while this head looks like a, if you put the goggles on, it'll be like screaming, hey, oh no, the toy car's on fire. Yeah. But I might display him with the screaming head with his hands on. Yeah, I thought it looks funny on him. The articulation, standard ultimate articulation, but you can make great posabilities with this figure. Well, I'm not sure why would you do posabilities with him. Well, it's Doc Brown, you know what he does. The sculpt and the paint apps look perfect. And I really do like this figure so much. I highly recommend getting this figure for $30, which is not a bad deal for NECA. Well, NECA always costs their figures for $30. But I found mine at Walmart for $11. I was like, $11? That's too cheap, and I'll take it. Yeah, if you want to find this for a cheaper price, if you want to save money, go ahead, pick this guy up if you find him in Walmart. Yeah, he might be difficult to find because of those scalpers. Gonna buy them and put them up in higher price. But still an overall great figure. For my grade, I'm going to give the NECA Back to the Future Doc Brown figure I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 for me. So that's about it. Make sure to tune in for new videos daily. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share this video, and comment on this video. Don't forget to turn on the bell icon so you can be notified of new videos after you subscribe so you won't miss any new uploads and be part of the notification squad. Finally, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Both links will be in the description down below. That's all I can say. This is the NECA Back to the Future Doc Brown figure made by NECA, of course. And this is J.A.R. 369. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on my next review. And remember, keep on collecting.